I'm just here to remind you that this is a spiritual battle and that we are not fighting against flesh and blood. There's a lot of division in the U.S. and across the world. And I've noticed, based on previous conversations recently, that with a lot of religious people, that they forget, or people in general forget, that this is a spiritual war. Things that are happening on this earth didn't just start here on this earth, that it started in the spirit first. And I think the sooner that we all begin to stop seeing ourselves as humans, but as a spirit, is what we really are, and start approaching our lives from a spiritual perspective, then we can start to make changes in the physical. People are upset about who is leading, who's making decisions on our behalf. And a lot of us are just, in a sense, sitting back and complaining and becoming angry and bitter and frustrated. And all of that is, in a sense, wasted energy to actually make positive change. It takes a spiritual perspective. In order to get that perspective, we have to sit with ourselves. We have to be still. We have to be quiet in order to connect to the spiritual realm, to gain knowledge, wisdom, directions, clarity about what is really happening here on the physical. Prayer does work. So does commanding things, declaring and decreeing things as well. And as I had this conversation recently with someone else, I had to remind them that your anger towards politicians or the choices that are being made is not helping, that you really have to take this and war in the spirit. Now, for those who may not know how to war in the spirit, there are thousands of videos that will enlighten you on how to do that, because spirituality is a very, very broad. There's a lot to know. There's a lot to know. There's a lot to know and understand. But you have to be open, have an open mind and an open heart, and not be so rigid on your beliefs and your perspective. So yeah, this is just a reminder that everything that is happening on earth right now started in the spirit first. And that's where we should be warring. That is where we should be fighting, is in the spirit, not in the physical.